Hello, I'm John Walker. I'm director and co-editor of Rock Paper Shotgun, which is a PC gaming website of 10 years.
Hi, I'm Luke Walton, and I run a short film pitching competition called The Pitch, and some of you pitched before to that. About 10 years ago, also, 2007, I was looking for ways to engage in the arts, across theatre, sculpture, installations, and film's always been my passion. Came across a competition in the States, working with some other producers. We developed the idea for the competition, which we launched in 2009.
I'm Sherry Robertshaw, and I actually used to work at Bath College last year, so some of you might have seen me around if you'd visited. But I'm from America, if you can't tell, 2 hours south of Chicago, and I went to Illinois State University where I studied graphic design. And from there, I got an internship at State Farm, which is a big corporation, and I worked in their in-house design department for 8 years. And I got a lot of experience doing print design, so designing magazines, advertising design, billboards, got to come up with ideas for videos and do the storyboards and then art direct the video. Being on the magazine, I got to travel around and art direct the photo shoots and then design the pages of the magazine when I got back.
And so maybe you got some pre-prepared questions? Ryan, was that your group? Prepared the questions?
I wrote the name for the graphic designer.
Sherry?
What software do you use most?
I use Adobe software, so Photoshop, Illustrator, InDesign. Not a lot of InDesign because that's a print software, but we use that to give presentations. We'll make PDFs and present with PDF. But I also use Sketch, which is an app that is built to design websites.
Yeah, I've got a question. You spoke, in all of your industries, I get the impression that it's more about the experience you have rather than your qualifications. It's about starting from the bottom and building your way up. So you talked about internships, apprenticeships, and all of that. How would you, with students, if we don't want to go to university, then we're a bit bogus. We don't really go to Sainsbury's and work the rest of our lives there. Or we really do something with our talent. So how would you sort of talk about, how would you support yourself in unpaid internships?
Don't do unpaid internships.
Don't do the unpaid ones, yeah.
Don't do It's a con. They are robbing you.
I agree
They are
with that
robbing you.
completely, but if you look sort of in Bath or in Bristol, a lot of them are unpaid, and
Yeah.
you're getting
They used to call that slavery. It's weird. It's just the same thing.
When did you stop your education?
I did get a degree.
Yeah.
I got 2 degrees, yeah.
And when
several
did you start
degrees.
yours, John?
I graduated my degree as I was 28.
Okay.
30.
So,
You want to know what age we were? Or?
no. My point is that you're all at an age where you're in this position where you're doing a course that's only going to benefit
Yeah.
what you want to do long term.
Yeah.
And just a quick show of hands, how many people here are thinking about university? And I just point out, I'd go back if I could, all right, because it was a really good laugh. But it's not for everyone.
It's not.
A lot of ex-students that come in always, they're working jobs. They're working in. One came in a couple of weeks ago. He's going to come and chat to you as well. He works in Homebase full time, but he's taking on paid projects on top of that till he makes himself sustainable in what he wants to do. So there's a certain part of you have to be smart with the decisions that you're making if this is what you want to do. And I think you've got to be strategic and realistic, and that is you can't slave yourself out. But the film industry, for example, if it's like film drama you want to get into and create feature films, you're going to have to go down the short film circuit nowadays, because it's very gone are the days where Steven Spielberg gets given X amount of million to go and make Jaws at the age of 27. It's, I could probably count on one hand the amount of people that get offered that amount of money.
La La Land.
Yeah, La La Land being the other one. But La La Land only came about because of the success of Whiplash.
Exactly.
My wife went and saw that last night, and now her love of Ryan Gosling is gone to the next level.
Can I just come back to Lola?
Yeah.
I was going to say to you, if you say film, I was going to say send your CV. So, I mean, we are doing an internship and it will be paid. It may not be much, but it will be paid. So I'm always up for that, but there are other, within the film industry, then there are opportunities for runners, and yes, there are jobs there where you go in for the experience more than the money on them. But the thing I wanted to come back about was the long-term thing. So I think education is good if you're sure you know what you want to do and it's going to fuel that. Take those decisions wisely in a world where you end up with a debt. I just think that is a game changer from when we had 3 degrees, or I did anyway. But I think the long-term thing here, right? Okay, so people think that their most effective decade is going to be their 20s because that's kind of like they've got energy, right? They've got energy, and then suddenly that 20s, blink, and you'll be going, oh, do you remember that old dude who came and talked to us one morning, and he said we'd get to our 30s one morning and go, oh wow, that came around quite quick. Well, it's true of the 30s and the 40s, and they're saying that a lot of people's most effective years are their 50s. Which I'm really celebrating right now. So I'm up for that. So the question I want to ask you is, if that can be true, what would you lay down to achieve for the long term? Because most people expect to do more in 1 year than they can achieve and fail to plan for 3 to 5 years all that they could do. So everybody runs around like headless chickens going, I didn't get everything I wanted to do this year. They get to 5 years and go, I haven't got anywhere. That's because they weren't planning for the 5 years and they were trying to do too much in one. So the answer to your question is, take a longer view, take a deep breath. God willing, you don't, there's nothing else that trips you up. You've got time.
And there's nothing wrong with working in Sainsbury's while you're doing this.
No.
Seriously, I'm not kidding.
there's
I was just thinking one writer I know was working, for PC Gamer, was working nights in a petrol station until he got spotted. So,
Yeah.
However you make your money, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And I really like what you said, John, about ring fencing.
Yeah, protecting your spare time.
Protecting your spare time.
Yes.
Because even now,
I think I'm just saying that because I've got a 2-year-old and that's all I can think about is how do I protect my spare time.
I'm with you on that. At the moment, and you've heard me say before, you guys have the most amount of disposable time you probably ever will. So it's, what are you doing? It's all one saying, I want to make it here, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this. I was having tutorials with some students this morning, I want to do this. It's like, well, what are you doing with your spare time when you consider what you've got on offer here? Sherry said right at the start, what software you use. It's the software that we've got here.
Mm-hmm.
And how many people have got that at home? Not many of you. So I think, be really vigilant with the time that you've got and how you want to use that. And definitely, even my wife and I have a 3-year plan. Okay, we're that boring. Okay, where we think what realistically what we're going to achieve in the next 12 months and what we're going to achieve in 3 years. And we started doing this since we got married, and we've just at the start of a new plan, and we achieved everything we wanted to achieve in the last 3 years because we were strategic about it. Because time, believe it or not, it only feels like yesterday I was stumbling out of nightclubs at university, and yet here I am with 2 kids, a mortgage, and a career.
That was just one night out. And look
Yeah,
at
just
what
one night out, and look what happened.
Just
Yeah,
that
yeah.
one time.
Do both, though. Do both. So I think that's
Yeah,
really
yeah,
important.
Yeah, have a bit of fun. But
Great. Any other questions people want to fire out? Aaron, no, you're just having a scratch. Okay.
don't go to an auction.
No, yeah.
You can buy all sorts of stuff.
Good. Cool. Let's knock it on the head there then. Imagine you guys can hang around for 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
People want to come up and have a quick chat and
Yep.
collect details, by the sound of things, for those of you who are looking for work experience. Thank you, everyone. Good. Well done.
Okay, thank you, Joe. Thank you.